Okay, you can see we got the chain harrow hooked up. We just pulled in the pasture. You can kind of see just already, just that little bit that we did, what it actually does. I mean, it just busts up the clods of dirt, spreads down any poo. You can see right here, here's a great example how this is all starting to unfold. But you'll see as we go through here, look on the horizon, there is quite a bit of mess. We're gonna spread it out. There's a chance of rain. So we're gonna try to get this free fertilizer spread out before it hits. So come along for the ride. Okay guys, you can kind of see what we're dealing with. So we're going to go up here, we're going to turn around, we'll come back and we'll make another pass. Okay, so you can see on the left where we've already made a pass, and then we're going back for a second time here. Just moving over a little. And it may take several passes to go through here and get this busted up. That is the process. You can see it's already taking it and busting it into a bunch of little bitty dirt clods, if you will. There's another word I would use, but let's keeping it kid friendly. All right, guys, spreading poo, telephone one. Okay, so we've been at it about an hour, I guess, and we did this little pasture right through here, this little space. This is where we've been feeding all winter long. And if you remember, we've been moving the bales of hay pretty close together. We'd let the cow poo kind of pack up. But look down here at what happens when we get done. You can see we come through here and we bust up the cow patties, and it is the equivalent of spreading manure with a manure spreader. You can see all across this pasture, we have been spreading it out. The other thing, look right here where there was like a bale of hay where we were feeding. You can see the hay ring over there. See how we're spreading out the remnants or the leftover hay? This is getting seeds all across your pasture. But more importantly, look at this. See, you got some substance. You're not on bare dirt anymore. This is looking pretty good. I think Greg Judy would be somewhat happy with this approach. So the Greg Judy method is he unrolls a bale of hay, which spreads the hay out. The cows come and they step it down into the ground. They poo, they pee. So this is kind of the same approach to a certain degree. We're just spreading it out. And you can see all over the horizon, but look up through here what you're dealing with. Get down and give you a ground level look. You can kind of see, ooh, nasty or gold. I don't know, we're gonna see. So this is the experiment that we've ran. You can see there's a pasture on the other side of that tree line. So this is gonna be our test. Over there, we did nothing but just put out winter ryegrass. Over here, we did heavy feeding, heavy grazing, and we're gonna see what happens this spring. I'm hoping that this little section through here will actually take off and pop. If it does, that tells me I'm onto something here, which is you've got to put something back on the soil. You got to have some carbon buildup, some substance to it. And when I mean substance, I mean fertilizer. So you can kind of see through here what we did. All right, guys, leave me a comment. Let me know, what do you think? Am I on the right idea? Got the Kubota Sidekick RTV 850. One thing I did, guys, just to make you aware, share this with you, is this thing has a locking differential. So you can push that pedal down. It's got a hold switch. And when you do that, you're pulling with 2 wheels. So I did utilize that for this little exercise here. So we had both wheels pulling. We were not in 4-wheel drive, no need for that. We were able to move pretty fast, 10 or 12 miles per hour. But all right, guys, the proof will be in the pudding, but we are doing a test here on this pasture. Is a chain harrow worth it? Okay, sorry for the wind. We got about a 20-mile-an-hour south wind. Well, earlier I said I was done on Saturday. I got sucked into doing a little bit more chain harrow work. I wanted to get this trap done because supposedly we're gonna have rain in the next 24 to 48 hours. So my thought was, hey, let's bust up the poo, pray that we get a rain. And if we do, it'll really benefit the grass and everything. So that's what we did. We did a little chain harrow. You can see on the horizon, we put out a bale of hay for the girls, unrolled it. Kind of digging this unrolling the hay. This is kind of my new thing at the moment. I think this may be the way to go. All right, guys, so here's the pecan orchard. Of course, there's no leaves on the trees. They haven't budded out yet. But I tell you, it won't be long, but yep. So started yesterday afternoon and pruned 150 pecan trees. And they look really, really good. I think this is gonna be a great year, breakout year for this young pecan orchard. All right, guys, more to follow. Tomorrow morning we'll get up, we're gonna feed, stock up a little bit on hay, and then we'll call it a wraps on the weekend.